He feels so lost, so cut off, so alone. Only we're not. See, in all of our searching, the only thing we found that makes the emptiness bearable is each other.
The year is 2187.
The era of the Great Expansion has ended. Earth exceeding 10 billion is now down to 4.5 billion. But there's a relative peace and stability on the planet.
Earth is divided into the three unions, which have coexisted for roughly 50 years.
But the entirety of the human race does not reside on Earth.
The 12 colonies of the moon, 11 terrestrial colonies, and 1 orbiting colony are separate from the three unions. Combined, they have a population of about 2.1 million.
The Martian Federation is comprised of 42 base states.
The only connection between the three worlds is economics. Automated cargo ships traverse the inner solar system, carrying goods between the worlds. The only communication between the Earth, the Moon, and Mars are automated messages pertaining to shipments, product orders, price fluctuations, etc.
Person-to-person contact between the worlds is a thing of the distant past, a capital of violence, disease, and death. Humanity has reached beyond Earth, only to create more islands of division and distrust.
I'm just a Mars Orty, okay? You have to understand that. I wake up every day knowing that is what I am. And to be clear, we are talking Ordinance 1306. You understand? Because this is important. If you're an Orty, but you're an Orty because of Ordinance 2297, you get to wake up every day knowing that, sure, your job is there because it's mandated like the rest of us. But for you, the machine never did it in the first place. But if you're like me, you're an Orty knowing that a machine once did it and did it better. You understand why this is important? It means my purpose isn't real. It means when I pick my bones up out of bed at 0600 and lug them on to the Mariner tram and sit my black crew on the way to the dock, I do so knowing that it is all a sham. I look around at all the other Orties on their way to their mandated positions, and the advisor asks me, "What would you like to see today, Carroll?" And I always say the same thing. Nothing. I like to watch people. They all sit there watching their advisor stories, but the thing is, while they're watching, they're telling their own stories. And for me, that is more entertaining than some program designed to make me feel like my purpose, my job, is important. Now, please understand, I'm not complaining. What I'm trying to do is let you know that I was a certain way before I met her, and I am a different way now. You see, before, I was just a man at a dock. I unloaded things. I made sure that everything was accounted for, everything in order. I did it, and I hated it, day in and day out. When you live in a place that makes its own air and do what I do, you start to wonder if the effort to make it is really worth the next breath. That's who I was. You see? Now, I still get up at 0600, and I still sit my black crew on the Mariner tram, and I still don't bother with the visor. I don't have to, and most others don't either. Now, we talk. That's right, tell stories, we laugh. One day I was just an Orty who knew the sham, and then I got to work. I unloaded another cargo pod from Earth. Mostly black crew cases, actually. Except it wasn't there and she exited the pod? I don't know. All I do know is I was one way before I met her and a different way after.
Let's get started.
Okay, let's get started. I do know what that means.
What does it mean? I need you to say it, or I'll have to give you the whole speech.
It means that the room around us when monitoring my breathing, my heart rate, my brain activity. It's very exciting. Please proceed.
Great, good. Here we go. Name,
Right,
full name,
right.
place of birth.
I don't know.
Where's your watcher?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
You're right. I do know.
So where's your watcher?
I don't know.
But we'll just answer.
I do know where it is because it isn't anywhere. But because it's nowhere, I can't know where it is. Because it isn't. You see?
No.
I don't have a watcher. I never did.
Everyone has a watcher.
Well, apparently not everyone. What does your watcher tell you?
Right now, not much. Just that you're not money, which doesn't make any sense.
I'm sorry
Why?
for causing you to make that face.
What face?
That one. The one that is making your forehead wrinkle prematurely. You make that face often, don't you? Does that mean you're confused by what's around you?
What are you? No, listen, I'm asking the questions, okay?
Okay, great. What is your question?
Mostly, who are you and how did you get here?
I'm Brett. I arrived in a cargo pod containing mostly cases of drink called Blackbeard. The cargo pod left New Canada on Earth 86 Martian days ago.
So you illegally boarded a cargo ship on Earth.
I didn't say that.
So you were sent by someone or a group of someone.
I didn't say that either.
Well, it has to be one or the other.
Does it?
I mean, it's just how else.
Maybe the watcher knows.
The watcher doesn't. Hey, will you stop?
Making your forehead wrinkle?
What? No, just cooperate.
I am, aren't I? I've answered all your questions truthfully.
Yeah, but I don't know anything.
To be fair, that's not really my fault.
Maybe we should just wait.
Okay.
To be honest, I mostly deal with loafers.
Shoes?
What?
I don't understand.
Neither do I. I just mean I'm trying to deal with people who don't do their job. We call them loafers. Do they call them something else on Earth?
I don't know what they call them on Earth.
Well, you were from Earth.
Am I?
Yes, you
Then I am from Earth.
are.
Why don't you ask Earth?
We don't
Do what?
we don't talk to Earth.
So you won't call up the company who sent the cargo ship? Why not?
You know why.
Well, I was just joking a little. I do know that you don't talk to Earth. You let your machines do all the talking. But I honestly don't understand why. Do you?
Yes, of course I know why. I don't have to answer any of your questions. We're going to be quiet. We're going to wait. Someone else is going to, other people have questions, and when they get here, you better answer.
Okay, Edwin, let's wait.
How did you know my name?
She said her name was Bright, and my first thought was, yes, it is. I didn't type her watch or anything. I didn't have to. The truth was in her eyes. I'd see things like that in Roger stories. When someone would be talking to someone else and then say, I can tell your line. I can see it in your eyes. It was like that. So as soon as she said her name was Bright, I was immediately at ease. Well, okay, I still had a lot of questions, and she all seemed to give straight answers, but I knew from the beginning that she wasn't lying, that she couldn't lie. You see, we're all so trained to do so many things at once. We talk and shop and plan and advisor all at the same time. I don't even remember the last time someone looked at me for more than a glance. As a kid, I remember looking up at eyes, looking for eyes. It's in us, when we're born, to look at the truth in others' eyes. I remember, as a little girl, I'd get out of bed really early, and I'd walk into my father's room. I'd tiptoe, because the floors were really old. stepped on certain boards, they would creak. It's funny to think about floor creaking underneath. Sounds like something out of an old story. Wood, floor creaking. Anyways, I'd sit, and as soon as I'd sit, his eyes would pop open, and he'd say, Zipporah, did you beat the sun again? And I'd say, yes, Dad. But what he didn't know is that I didn't wake up early to beat the sun. I did it so my eyes would be the first thing he saw when he woke up. You see, children know the power in eyes. And as soon as I saw Bryce's eyes, or she saw mine, it was like I was home. But of course I wasn't home. I was working. It was my job to get her to talk, to get people to open up, even if we're doing other things. But she wasn't doing other things. She was determined. And I feel like she knew more about me in that first short meeting than I her. I can honestly say no one on earth knew me better.
Who sent you? You're not asking the right questions. Who sent you? You did.
I can do this all night. And when I'm done, someone else will come in. We will get our answers.
I know you will. I will give them to you. Who sent you? You did.
Who on Mars sent you?
Everyone.
Everyone who?
Everyone.
I want names.
You want me to tell you all of them?
Yes.
Mars has a population of 54,017,413. To recite the names of everyone will take 17,423 days, 72 hours, and 2 minutes. Roughly.
You think you're funny?
I hadn't thought about it. Actually, let me think about it now. I think I can be funny, but I don't think I can say I am funny on a consistent basis to be defined by others as funny. But I'm not sure. Do you think I'm funny? It would certainly help to know your opinion considering you are one of the only 3 people I've met by around.
No, I don't think you're funny.
Okay, thank you. Maybe we can ask the other 2 people and see what they think.
Sure, and then maybe you can tell me the names of all the people you know on Mars, and we can ask them too.
But I haven't met anyone on Mars. I've only met you and 2 others. But yes, you should contact Mars. Right now, in fact, tell them about them.
Oh, is that what you want? You want me to contact Mars?
Yes, and Earth.
So this is some kind of trap.
What?
You are.
No.
Then what are you?
I'm a warning. I don't know how she got my name. I had never met her. At least, I don't think I had. Her face, when they showed me the picture, was immediately familiar. But I think it's random. I have a robot, Toby. It's my own design. It makes between a poodle and a Great Dane and an Arctic fox. I know mods are not especially like around here. Everyone's just doing the classics. When I take Tilly to the parklands with the Schnauzers and the Sheep Indians and the Golden Retrievers, I just think the more they try to make them look like what they were, the more unreal they become. If you're gonna make a friend, why not make them special? You know what I'm saying? When I'm there with Cody, I don't look at the other robots. I watch the faces of the others. Sometimes you can see panic in their eyes, and for a moment they can't figure out which is theirs. The thing is, a beagle is a beagle is a beagle. When they're all running around together and they're all set in front of the line, they're all the same. Pretty much. Not totally. I don't ever have to guess. And I know they're looking at me and thinking, her dog is so earthy, and I think, so what? When I hear earthy, I don't hear it as an insult, but that's just me. And I've seen a lot of places, so maybe I had to at some point. But I checked my watch. There's no record of a competition with her. But she knew. And more than just my name. When they had me speak with her, one of the first things she said to me was, the thing I love about the Arctic fox is its fur, not the winter white, but its summer coat. That patchy brown or gray. And what the summer fur means, how we don't have to be that thing that people expect expects us to be beautiful. You see, those are my thoughts exactly, and not ones I told well. And the fact that she knew that the Arctic fox has a different coat in the summer than in the winter noticed me utterly irked. I know they say she only mentioned me because I haven't seen your offering. I send shipment messages to the earth and to the moon. I am the important contact, so she would need me as part of the plan. She was using me, say. She manipulated me. I know. I heard. And I don't care. Once you've looked her in her eyes and spoken with her, you can't possibly understand. We live in a world of falseness. When I looked into her eyes, I saw the truth. It was as beautiful as a summer coat with Arctic fox. She didn't have to tell me to send the messages to the earth and to the moon. I just did. I sat with her and I heard those 5 went in my head. And the next morning, I sent the message. We have it right with us. And the moment I sent the message, I received the exact same message from the earth and from the moon. The first non-correlated words we've heard from either of them, and, well, we know. So no, I didn't know and she has always defended me.
Do you know the others? The other brides?
Yes?
I do.
Are you sisters?
No.
Clones?
No.
Then how are you connected?
You're all one.
What do you mean?
I mean just that. You're all one. Me, right on Mars, or on the moon, and you use it for it. Everyone else, everywhere.
That's a nice thought, isn't it? That we're all connected in some way?
It is a nice thought, and it's a nice true.
How is it true?
Wishing for science is connection, strings, vibrations, dimensions.
I'm asking how you think we're all connected.
I think why we are connected is a more important question, don't you?
Okay, then tell me why.
Without the connection, there is literally nothing. All we are, all of us, this whole universe is a connection. Think of a quilt. What do you see?
I see patches.
Right. Each time a different story. Theme.
As a little girl, I had a quilt from my great-great-grandmother. She had sewn it herself. It was made out of real cotton. It told of her mother.
Do you still have it?
No.
I'm sorry.
You were saying?
Why we're all connected? Because without the connection, there's no. Because without the cotton, there's no quilt.
Can I ask you another question?
Of course. Are there more of you? There are countless me's and countless you's. But I know that's not the answer you were looking for. You want to know if there are more brides on this earth than this moon and this Mars?
Yes.
I do. No, there are just us 3. And to answer your next question, no. Yes, we all want the same thing. No, we're not going to force you to do anything. And yes, you are in danger. Everyone, everywhere.
What's coming, right?
Force of nature that will tear the world apart. The only way to stop this is self-bred moon and Mars.
Well, we don't talk because when we did, we fought.
Good things have been peaceful, right?
Right.
And you haven't had any shame right that.
Well, that's not true. You would know that. You arrived on a cargo ship.
No exchange of thought, ideas, feeling, art, imagination.
Well, we have great art here on Earth.
Do you know what a crayon is?
I know what a crayon was.
Well, you've never held one.
I've never needed to.
But you wanted to.
I have a natural curiosity about a number of things.
If you lived on Mars, you likely would have held one. My record would be in fact. They've developed a liking for a lot of things that people on Earth have simply given up on, or can't make anymore.
Is that so?
It is. And do you know what a windosphere is?
I can't say I do.
They developed them on the moon. They're portals for delivering relatively small amounts of inorganic matter over relatively short distances. If you lived on the moon, and copper, ordered from your watch, appear moments later in your windosphere. They're not there yet, but they are close to being able to do the same thing with organic matter. Food, for example.
That doesn't seem possible.
That's because you're just learning it now. You don't know what steps it took, the trial and error, the accidental discovery. You don't know because you don't talk.
Well, we don't talk because when we did, we fought.
Your people are just trying to survive, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you want to keep on surviving, you'll need to talk and you'll need to share. Because something is coming and it doesn't care if you're from the moon or Mars or Earth. You're all the same to it and you'll all be dead.
What's coming, right?
That's for you to decide.
said it. I'm not screaming you. I'm just
Curious.
we're all curious, but you know what they say about curiosity.
Yes, those carbon life forms. I know.
So what are you going to do?
Take the committee, I guess.
You can't do that.
I have to do that.
You don't. We can end this right here. It's convenient. There are only 7 of us.
And what do we do with her?
Leave that to me.
What does that mean?
It means you don't have to deal with it.
I don't like this, any of it.
You don't have to like it. You just have to deal with it.
The committee should deal with it.
There are those on the committee who've been arguing for contact for years now. If they found out about her, you know what they'd do.
You say they're wrong. That's the committee. So be it.
And if it's a trap from Earth or Mars or worse, both, what then?
You are here for that. Now we can be facing.
The only danger we're facing is the idea of cross-pollination with Earth and Mars. We are not them. They are not us. We know this. Now, if I had to guess this prank nonsense, I'd say it's typical Martian bunk. They think because they're all the way out there, they have some window into what's beyond. Unless suspicious of Earth, they're just fools. But I know Martian things. I've studied them, and this reeks of Martians. They probably duped Earth into something and are aiming for us.
You sound paranoid.
I sound realistic. You know it.
So what are you proposing?
The less you know, the better. But let's just say the Carroll was as it always is. There was no special message received and none sent. I'll take care of the rest.
I don't like this.
I don't like this either. But think of our lunar pride. But think of all we've accomplished without them, despite them.
You're right.
All you have to do is say nothing.
Okay. I like to see her first.
I would advise against that.
Why?
She's very manipulative.
I can handle myself.
She's not like,
If we're gonna do this, I must see her first.
you don't have to do that. Don't push the button. Should be the one to dig the grave. Yes, I know. Fine. See her, but make it quick and don't listen to her.
I'll be fine.
Just remember one thing.
What's that?
Here, the moon is always full.
Always full. I know. Thank you. You here?
Yeah, I am. You here to work? No.
Well, good. Because there's nothing to do here anyway. I'm almost done here, then I'm going home. Sorry I'm a trip here for nothing, but hey, nothing better than an extended paid vacation, huh? Since I've started here, I haven't been away from these docks for more than a week at a time. There's talk all of this could be a lot longer. What are you going to do with all the extra time?
There won't be any extra time.
What do you mean?
You're not going to shut down.
Well, of course I am. It's already been certified.
Don't do it.
Is this a joke? I like you and all joke, but you're not exactly the funniest here on Mars.
It's not a joke.
Maybe you just shouldn't have come back. I mean, I get it. You open a door that looks like 1,000 others, but this time some girl comes walking out. It must mess with your head.
My head is fine.
Yeah, buddy, I don't know about that.
We need the port to stay open.
If it's your job you're worried about, don't. You're an order, remember? Your job is guaranteed.
I'm not worried about my job, Dorn. I'm worried about my planet, my species.
Go home, man. Just go. I don't need this. I want my time off. I need it. And yeah, I've heard the rumor, the line, and I'm saying I don't care. I know how much this place can mess with your head. The same thing every day. Let's just take a break. Let's let the bigger break sort out each other. Whatever it is.
Bright. Her name is Bright. She came here for a reason. She's special.
And you think you're special now too? Huh? Is that it?
This isn't about me. This is about all of us.
You don't sound like yourself.
You're exactly right. I don't sound like me. You know me, Dorn. You know I wouldn't be coming to you asking the others. Mars, the moon, they have carbon docks just like we do. It's the only way. I spoke with a woman, an operator here, who received a message about the rights and got the first word out to them. They fired her. Ports are the only point of contact left.
Other rights? What are you talking about, ma'am? Just leave me out of this.
Okay, I'll leave you out of it. You just leave your glasses and your glove. I'll do the rest. I don't know who Bright is. I don't know where she came from. I just believe her. And I have to do something. Try something. Believe that there is more than just being an orty. And you know what else I believe? The dogs at the other end have folks just like you and me. They spend their days loading and unloading, wondering what it's all for. And if we get a message out there, then there will be another soul who sees too. One person talks to one person, and who knows where it goes from there. But we have to try something, and this is our chance.
I want to believe you, Joe. I really do. But I need this break, you know? Okay, look at me. One person, one person.
Yeah,
I have to go to the train. When I get back, I have to shut down. I even have to shut down the channel and check the patch code of Omega 103 Bravo.
okay, Norm. You do what you have to do.
Check the logs. I reported everything I knew to fellow Maxwell and recommended containment. She agreed. Check the logs. Against her better judgment, she insisted on speaking with her. What's that saying about weak minds? I don't remember, but I know the type and I know it well. You see, my mother had one. She wanted answers to questions that didn't have them, so she sought out those who peddled beliefs and was conned out of every credit she'd ever earned, and many she hadn't earned. I was 5 when I understood who and what she was. My father was much older and he hadn't a clue. He his own belief that people could change. He swallowed my mother's endless promises like they were moon pies. I often wondered who had the weaker minds, the one who told the lies, or the one who believed them. I insisted on accompanying fellow Maxwell into the room to avoid the very thing that happened. I told her not to listen. I was 12 when my mother came back for the last time. Dear old dad brought her story again, except this time she said, "Join me," and so he did. That was the last I saw either of them. Lunar life isn't for everybody. We have to be smart. We have to be serious. We know this. We don't have their natural resources. We don't have their numbers. But we have our instincts, our will. I forgot all of that for a moment and got a cup of black brew. And I'm truly sorry because if I had done what I set out to do, right would have been eliminated. And now it's clear what the committee must do. Finish the task I failed.
just finished the job. And what's it for? She's supposed to heal with her full profile.
She's back in the rooms.
Well, she's supposed to be healed. Zipporah, we put calm set. And I thought you said you were done.
I'm ready when you are.
Why didn't you say so?
You're really not paying me enough.
Sorry, I was bright. I know. You're supposed to be healed with full sight profile.
Hey, I'm working on it. There's new information. I have to be with her.
That's what we have here. New information.
What do you mean?
In the original message from Mars, the one with the image of right, there was metadata and then they made up. They forgot to strip it, or choose not to. Well, we found
it
it.
anti-coded.
Quiet. Anywhere. We compared it to our own data.
What did it say?
That's what we're about to find out.
Either I did it wrong, which is not possible, or the rate that we had and the rate that's on Mars is exactly genetically, and not coincidentally, which is also not possible.
I don't like this.
I have to go back in there.
You're not.
She knows things. I feel like she's here to help us.
Is that your professional opinion? Well,
I don't know. It's just a feeling. Have the other unions been told of her?
yes, of course. They're sitting representatives now. All together watching, right?
All together, we
Okay, cool it. I'm just saying, we don't need to make any decisions now. The room's secure, correct? No one's in or out.
I have to go back in there.
We're not going back in there.
I have to.
She told you we were in danger, right?
Yes, and that's why I have to go back in there.
We don't know what she is, what they are.
I'll find out.
Zipporah, you're talking of feelings and things. I need data. I need your professional assessment.
Please, Dr. Hitchens, I'm not saying we shut out the other unions. I'm just saying we can't wait for them.
Doc,
We've already come this far and know that the Moon and Mars both have bright.
Yes, well, the message was not authorized. That technician should have never sent that.
Please, Dr. Hitchens, I'm not saying that we do our own message. I'm just saying that we can't wait any longer. We already know that the Mars and Moon have the brights, and we need to take charge. Everyone has got silence as his first messages.
Doc,
What?
I've been monitoring the channel.
So, what did it say?
Hello, is anyone there? I will keep the channel open as long as I can.
Do you have the capabilities to send a response?
Yes, but
We're not doing this.
We have to.
I'm not authorized.
And I'm not authorizing it.
Okay, fine. But if you're not going to let us send a message back, and you're not going to let me go in there, will you at least go in there yourself?
I don't need to do that.
I see a card from Gerald, his friend.
We're safe here. Are we? Safer anyways. Derby wouldn't do harm.
But not you.
I did. Maybe. But now I know.
What changed your mind? Meeting you. It's funny how meeting someone can change the way you perceive them.
Yes, funny.
It's true you said that like Gamma is on your way here. I don't know how to lie.
So we're all going to the Empress?
Or the beginning. All I'm bringing is opportunity. I love you too much to simply watch you all perish, but I can't save you. I don't have any more answers to provide. I'm here to simply turn on the light at the end of the dark hall. All you need to do is take one step.
This room used to be a breathing center. I was born in. The last generation built this word. There's no laboratories breathing centers, even there's no actual breathing that takes place. You order try to forget, but it's ready. Maybe this is the bigger room I was born in, and now, here I am. But I'm gonna die, along with everyone else.
It doesn't have to be that way.
But it will. Even people make contact getting across worlds, being boom
this thing's cancer.
I was going to have my children. What about you?
Son, have you made your decision?
About what?
Taking that first step down the dark hall, even if you don't know or believe at what's at the end. Good.
Right? Right?
It didn't take long to be shipped to my position. Less than 48 after I sent a message, letting them know of your existence, I was sent back. That's okay. I don't regret it. They asked me to come back, but I did not. I didn't see the point of it after you disappeared. Besides, I'm too busy walking the parklands with Tildy. I sit by the golf group and I look and I listen. I overhear people talking to Stowaway, the young woman named Bright who changed things. I watch their faces as a speaker. But eventually, their conversation turned to matters of the earth and to the river, the who and the what and the where. This is where I pay close attention. This is where I see glimpses of you, Bright. When their curiosity comes welling out of them, that's where you are. I can't go back because I've seen you. Now, all I want to do is keep seeing you in the faces of others. Thank you, Bright, for sharing us the light. Sincerely yours, Sarah. P.S. If you want to come back and chase me full, I wouldn't mind it either.
I'm here, and there, and here. And everyone who says, hello? Hello? Hello?
Love?
Hello? I'm here.
I'm here.
I see you.
Do you see me?
I do. You're also familiar.
Like a waking dream. There's an awful word. Like
Take my